All right, we have many things to celebrate with this group, and we'll go ahead and start with our individuals like we did with our 7th grade. So our 8th grade students that were involved in the North Kansas City Honor Band back in January and February, would you stand up and be recognized? All right, thank you. And of course, our jazz band students working after school, working on those jazz styles. Can you stand up and be recognized? Awesome, thank you. And our last individual group, all those students that were doing solos and small ensembles, would you stand up and be recognized? All right, thank you. This group as a whole has many things to celebrate. Back in March, when this 8th grade band went to KC Metro Full Band Festival, they received straight 1 ratings from all the judges. So, yes. And then let's see, about a week ago or so, when we went to Worlds of Fun, not only did we receive straight 1s from all the judges, we also first place in our middle school class. All right. And to continue with our kind of band heritage, this next march is one of the tunes we played at World's Fun last week. This is written in a way very much like that classic march style. It is literally called Normal. All right, this night is obviously about all of our students' accomplishments, but I did want to take a moment and kind of say thank you to everybody. As you know, Mr. Kaufman and I will be transferring to a different school district for next school year, but we appreciate all of your support. So we appreciate all of your support of your students in music, and obviously you will get to continue that support in future years and moving forward and all those fantastic things. So once again, I'd like to thank you guys and appreciate all of your support of your students and band. Thank you.
I think Mr. David White, our current BPA president, just wanted to say a couple quick things, especially for parents of these students up here that are going on. I know he's got a couple of just quick things. We're not going to take too much time, but just some important stuff coming up for you guys. So this is David White, the current BPA president.
Thank you, Mr. Kaufman. I will be brief. So I've had the pleasure, my name is David White, I've had the pleasure of serving as the Band Parent Association president at the high school for the past 2 years. Very quickly, when your kids move into the high school band, there's a lot of logistical things that happen behind the scenes, especially during marching season, and a lot of fundraising things that we do to make that happen. So first off, I'd like to invite everyone to come to our last meeting of the year It'll be next Thursday, 7 p.m. in the Oak Park Library. So anybody that can make it, we would love to see you there, and we will introduce you to our incoming board for the next season. And also at that meeting, you'll have a chance to learn about what the BPA does and the things that we do to support the students as they continue in music into the high school level. So, and then briefly also, at the end of the concert, my wife and I will be at a table in the back in the hallway. If you have any questions or anything you want to share with us or learn about, we'll hang out for a little bit and be happy to chat with anyone who wants to help. We had a great representation from the freshman students, so last year's 8th grade students. So we would love to see that roll over again and get even more people in there helping us out. So thank you all very much.
All right. And just to piggyback on that real quick, 8th grade parents, make sure you're checking your emails over the summer. I know we've already sent out the dates for summer camps and everything like that. It may seem very daunting. It may seem like a lot of dates. There are parents in here right now that have freshmen that just got done being freshmen this year. What they can tell you is that it's kind of surprising the amount of stuff that they have, and it looks exhausting, the list of things that they have. But once you buy into it, once you get to those things, and as parents, once you help out with those things, whether it's helping at a marching band competition or helping with ice cream at the ice cream social in the summer for the parent preview, those types of things, there are plenty of opportunities to be a part of the program as a parent. So we would really encourage you to do that next year. We really encourage a lot of these students to continue doing what they're doing, because the Oak Park Band is going to continue being an excellent program, and it's going to be an excellent program next year. So just make sure you check your emails and have all those dates, and you have a good summer and fall season with them, all right? So the last piece that we're going to do with the 8th grade, it's a really fun piece. It's another one of like my favorite ones to do with, kind of like jungle dance was for 7th grade. My favorite ones to do with this kind of talent level and this kind of grade level of ensemble. It's a very challenging piece, again, for this type of ensemble. I've had high school groups do this. But it's a really fun piece. It's a lot of energy. It's just nonstop energy. It's literally called Whiplash by Randall Standridge.